Hello and welcome to the Waardenburg Family Farm with Don and Brenda.
And our guest, Marlene. She's here because today we are giving you a tour of our market garden, and she's the first thing you see as you enter. And yes, she kind of needs a makeover. Join us. Well, we're going to start the tour outside the garden where we have the lifeblood of the garden, all of our compost piles. Aren't they beautiful?
Now there's twice as much compost, but since the market garden is already going, most of the compost is already in the garden.
On the beds.
Yeah. So just for perspective to see where we're at, farmhouse is behind the outbuildings over there, and there's the barn. And we move over into pastures here. Here's the first paddock and the second. The second one is 5 acres. And we'll look all the way around to the back where we have corn. We planted almost 20 acres of corn the other day. And you can see our bees there.
Well, welcome to our market garden. And we'll start here. These are not vegetables. Yes, I grow lots of fruits and vegetables, but I also like growing flowers. We have some false sunflowers, and this is actually native honeysuckle. The hummingbirds love it. Just starting to bloom.
And how do you know they're native? By looking at them. They're not white.
Yeah, the white ones are not native. They are actually considered an invasive. They smell better, but they're actually not supposed to be here. And the hummingbirds don't like those. So we'll start on the east side of the garden. We have east side and the west side. The first row is zinnias. I sell flowers at the farm stand, so they're little tiny baby zinnias, but they are going to be beautiful, trust me.
Good irrigation there. You got a lot going on in the second row. What do you have?
Some of our salad greens, and there's beets in the middle. It's all lettuces in the beginning, and there's kale down at the very end.
So what are the round ones there on the left?
Those are actually butter lettuce heads.
Okay.
They're going to be yummy. And we have tango lettuce and some merlot lettuce.
Beets in the middle here. And then what kind of lettuce is that?
That's tango right there.
Okay.
That's one of my favorites.
Nice. Lettuce is one of your most popular things at the market garden stand.
Mixed salad greens. And right now people seem to like mixed salad greens with spinach mixed in, so I have spinach growing too. Now the next row is some flowers, again to help lease out the market garden. I have some stock, some poppies,
so which ones are which? And that looks like radishes in the middle.
There's radishes running down the middle, yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to use every little bit of space. These are actually early summer globe radishes, and I've been picking some of them. These are some of the smaller ones, so I'm getting like a little bit bigger.
And what are these on the outside?
That is stock. Pretty little flowers that you can do in flower arrangements.
Okay, never heard of them.
They're pretty.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
I like mixing flowers and vegetables together.
Okay. So how does the wood chips work out?
It works wonderfully. It really keeps the weeds down. And then mulch on the beds, whether it's compost or leaf mulch, really helps keep the weeds down. We have some leftover spinach from the winter, which I'll soon be taking out, but it's still picking. And then I have new spinach that I planted and new kale.
Okay. What varieties of spinach, do you know?
Don't know. I forget.
Okay.
They're the good kind.
What's this wild woolly row here?
That is actually carrots that overwintered, and they're not really good to eat. I'm letting them go because I like the flowers and the bees like the flowers. So as soon as they're done flowering, I might actually be able to use them in flower arrangements, who knows, but then I'll pull them out. I have one row of beans started on this side, and when I pull the carrots out, I'll have another succession row of beans on the other side.
Okay, these are beans. Are these bush beans or pole beans?
Those are bush beans.
Oh, good. So I don't have to put poles in.
Nope, I like green beans. Yeah, you can see the carrots just about to bloom a flower here.
Where?
Right here. They kind of look like Queen Anne's lace when they flower. So, and the greens are edible too. We can eat some, or maybe I'll feed them to the chickens. Just hate to pull it out because it's kind of pretty, and I don't need the space right now.
See the next row here, you got some white powdery stuff on the...
That is diatomaceous earth because I'm already battling flea beetles. And look, they're on there right now. Bad little flea beetles. I need more diatomaceous earth. Go away, flea beetles.
Yeah, look at the little holes in there.
Yep, they make it look like a shotgun hit it.
Uh-oh.
Yep, I don't like bugs. So it's already a battle, us against the bugs.
All right.
So that's bok choy, tatsoi, some kohlrabi.
Wait, where's bok choy?
Right here's bok choy.
That's what we were looking at.
Yep, and this is tatsoi. And down here's some kohlrabi, which all three of those I've never really eaten, but I want to grow them and try them and
This
see what happens. Kohlrabi.
Kohlrabi.
There's a lot of experiments this year, just to see what happens and to see if we like them, and see that flea beetles have hit that too.
All right, well this is an interesting story down here too.
Yeah.
Kind of
These are kale that overwintered and they went to flower. The interesting thing is, you can eat the flowers, and they're very good. So our grandkids have had a blast coming out here and eating flowers.
Nice.
They think it's pretty cool.
Is that what gives you all your energy for farming?
Oh, that's it, kale.
Yeah.
Plus, they're really pretty. I mean, if you go to dinner, you could take a little bouquet of kale flowers and then throw them on a salad. So pretty soon I'll be pulling that out and planting some new stuff. But the kale's still perfectly fine too.
Okay.
So, and here we have a whole row of snow peas. My grandkids love those. They were really popular at the farm stand last year.
So what kind of fencing there do you have that growing up?
It's just a trellis you buy, a pre-made, I guess, polyester trellis.
Okay.
And they just grab a hold of it and they'll climb the whole way to the top.
Okay. So they'll get it from both sides? You have
Yes.
some on the other
Yep,
side too?
they'll go up both sides. And we will have a very thick, full row of snow peas.
Okay.
And the grandkids just come out and pick them and eat them right off the vine.
Yeah. Some reason they taste better right out of the garden. Kids
Yes,
love it.
everything. Yeah, kids will eat almost any vegetable right out of the garden.
Okay. Were these the potato rows?
These are 2 rows of potatoes, and I have them covered to try to keep the potato beetles off. And I got one cover, but the other one hasn't come in yet. And sure enough, look what we have here. We have a potato beetle.
Where?
Look, right down there.
What, did he fall on the ground?
Hey, it might be dead already. It's dead. Good,
No, he knew.
I think. Is it dead?
He's playing dead.
I might squish it just to be sure.
Here's how you squish a potato beetle.
To make sure.
All right.
I'll have to go through the whole row and check them, because they're here already. That fabric should be coming any day. But that's the best way to organic garden, is to keep the bugs off the plants in the first place. So hopefully we'll end up with lots of good red potatoes, yellow potatoes. I think we have like 4 different kinds of potatoes. So no, we're going to be eating all winter.
So they'll be growing all summer?
Yes.
They're getting pretty bushy already.
Yeah, they are. They'll grow. And after they start to die off, then you dig up the potatoes.
All right.
So the next rows are the exciting rows.
Yeah.
Those are all strawberries, various kinds of strawberries. And they are covered to keep the birds from eating our strawberries.
So let's see what, let's see some nice strawberries here. Okay.
Yeah, they're just coming on. Yep.
Is it good?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes,
That
wonderful.
makes it worth it.
It makes it very much worth it.
Okay.
So the next couple weeks we'll be picking lots and lots of strawberries.
So why is the netting on there?
Because keep the birds away. As soon as you see a red strawberry, there's going to be birds there pecking away at it.
Okay.
So-
So what other pests get
Slugs.
the slugs?
Yep, so I put some organic slug pellets around to try to kill the slugs.
The
I want the strawberries all for us, not for the birds or for the slugs.
Yeah, okay. And then over your shoulder there is our orchard, which is going pretty good except for pests. We had what, leaf curl?
What, fungus that was leaf curl, and then something on the apples. He's
Yeah.
more into the orchard.
Yeah, so we had a copper fungicide that we put on them. So we try to stay with organic when we can.
Well, this is another part of our berry patch. We have a whole row of red raspberries. We have some black raspberries, and then at the very end we have blackberries, the big black ones. And 2 more rows of strawberries, as well as some blueberries, elderberries, and honeyberries. So lots of berries right here.
Awesome. I always get confused on which ones on the canes, the new canes or the second year canes.
They come on the
grow.
second year canes.
The second year canes?
Yep. See, here's new canes. There's nothing on them. This is second year cane. Look at all the berries coming on there. And we're going to have to cover them too, because guess who's going to try to get those as soon as they turn red?
Yeah, birds will be after
Yep.
them. Okay, and then
Birds
these
will.
green stalks here.
They're new. So they will have berries on next year.
Okay,
So next spring we'll be cutting all these out,
all right.
the old ones.
And you can see the drip tape there. We have that irrigated as well. And what's you got stuff fluttering in the background, tape?
The grandkids help with that. That's also bird control. It's supposed to scare the birds away.
How's it working?
I don't see any birds, do you? Plus it looks pretty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's sparkly and shiny.
All right.
The granddaughters love it. We're on the west side now, and this is all the brassicas. I had a lot more, but something ate some of them. So now they are covered to keep all the bugs off. So we have cabbage, lettuce, broccoli, cauliflower, some Brussels sprouts, a little bit of everything, and some onions on the end. And I also have some amaranth planted, which I'll use both for some flower arrangements and then also let them grow to seed and feed them to the chickens.
I have no idea what amaranth is.
It's the red stuff down there on the end. It gets like 6 foot tall.
Ah, okay, that's right, I remember.
Yeah, it has beautiful flowers on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're just small now.
Yeah. They get huge.
Okay.
And the chickens love the seeds. So, and we have tons of garlic. Hopefully that's enough garlic to last us all winter.
And you put that in last fall, right?
Yeah, like last September.
Okay.
It goes over the winter and then really starts growing in the spring. This is our asparagus. I love asparagus. Now this is only second year asparagus. The first year we didn't pick any. This year we picked for about 2 weeks and it was amazing. But from there on you're just supposed to let it grow, let it go to seed, and let it feed the crowns. So the next year you get more. But even in this stage, it's just beautiful. I had no idea they get this tall.
What are they called? Fronds? Or?
Yeah, I think fronds.
Okay.
But they're the spears and they actually go to seed and shoot off flowers. And
is this Mary Washington or Martha Washington?
Mary Washington. And we actually plant another small row of purple asparagus that we'll be able to eat a little bit of next year.
Are there any that came up?
Yeah.
Where?
They don't really look purple though. Right there. I guess it looks a little bit purple. See, they're the little baby.
Okay.
You see all the bees? The bees are collecting pollen from our asparagus.
Oh, nice. Oh, there are a lot of bees in there.
Yeah. You just hear them humming.
Wow.
Look, they're loaded with pollen.
Yeah.
That orange stuff on their
When I was at
legs.
the beehive, I saw bees coming in that had brilliant orange on them. I thought, uh-oh, here's an invading species. And it turns out that they just have so much pollen on them that they look different.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Now you've seen our market garden. One big thing that's different this year, no tomatoes or peppers.
Yeah, notice we didn't show you any tomatoes, peppers, or cucumbers. They're not in the market garden. They're in the high tunnel. We'll show you that in the next video.
So this year, every year you hit some speed bumps or there's problems. What would you say? Anything different this year?
I had a hard time getting seedlings going. I've still been doing it in a walk-in shower back in my office. And I outgrew it and I had a hard time getting seedlings started. But once they hit the garden, then they took off. But I need to come up with a better way to start all the seeds and seedlings next year.
I think you have an idea, don't you?
I think somebody's going to have to build me a sprout house or a grow room with a little bit of a greenhouse in the front.
Yeah, I'll put it on the list.
And they can build all kinds of things, but they always come out really amazing. I mean, think about the chicken coop.
Yeah. So next up, video for the high tunnel.
Yep, we'll show you the high tunnel. And that's been an adventure. That's a whole different way of doing things, so looking forward to showing you.
Well, thank you for joining us on the Waardenburg Family Farm. We'll catch you next time.
And if anybody loves to weed and wants to come help, give me a call. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.